we're honored to have a guest who has an impressive career, and he's going to share some of his accomplishments, his background, obstacles, and also offer advice to the viewers. His name is Julian Garza. He is a choreographer, dance instructor, and also the choreographer of the famous singer Gloria Trevi. And I'm sure that throughout the interview, he'll be sharing some of those experiences as well. So first of all, welcome to our show.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you for being with us today.
Absolutely, thank you.
Awesome. So, Julian, tell us a little bit about yourself, your accomplishments, your age, where you're from, married, kids, a little bit of
Well,
Social Security.
so a little bit about myself. I was born and raised in San Juan, actually. San Juan. When I say San Juan, people are like, well, where in San Juan? And I'm like, well, San Juan used to have a little maternity center, and that's where I was born, and there in that city specifically. I'm 31 years of age. It's a very young age. When you say accomplishments would be finishing high school, finishing college, and actually doing things that I like to do. Like I'm doing something in my life at the moment that I feel happy and completely fulfilled with by doing that. So that's a huge compliment on its own.
You look younger than 31.
Thank you. Thank you.
Are you single?
I definitely am single.
Maybe
Yeah.
that's the reason why.
No stress. No stress. Yeah.
Anything else that you would like to share about your background, childhood?
Well, my parents are both from Mexico. Actually, they're from Nuevo León, and it's a city that is before Monterrey. So I'm very fluent in Spanish. Both of my parents are very fluent in Spanish, and one of them is English as well. So I speak both languages. I wish I could say I speak another one, but no, not yet. At the moment, it's two, and I think that's more than enough to get by here in the valley.
Inglés, español.
Yeah, good.
Do you want to send a message in Spanish to your parents?
Oh my God, that's a really good one. But, pues aquí estoy, Julian Garza. Un saludo a mi mamá, Olga Lidia Garza, que la quiero mucho, a mi familia, a mis hermanas y a mi padre.
So how did you get interested in this career of being a choreographer, dancer, dance instructor? What motivated you? How did you start?
Well, I started when I was pretty young, actually. I did, actually since maybe elementary, if I can recall it. I'm sure the videos are out there, the VHS videos. Some of my friends and
I thought you
parents have
meant
them.
on YouTube.
No, not yet. Maybe one day they will.
Okay.
Dance has been such a huge thing for me. I think my mom loves dancing. My sisters love dancing. So I think naturally, it's been genetically in me, like imprinted in my DNA. So dance has always come easy. When I say easy, I feel like, you can hear a rhythm and you can naturally move to it, and people find that whatever you're doing with the rhythm or the way your body's moving, they resonate with it, they like it, they say you're a good dancer, like you have rhythm, you have, so I started at a very young age, and I was very musically influenced. Being born in the late 80s and having the 90s as a big, huge musical influence helped me a lot, like develop my own style. Like I said, when I say I started dancing at a young age, it was really at a young age. I would say my first, second, third grade year, we have elementary or talent shows. I didn't know that I was already doing choreography, yet I was doing the choreography for our talent shows as a whole class. I did all the choreography from my first grade year all the way to my fourth grade year through all my classes, and we would involve the whole class. And I remember very specific during the first time that I feel like I did something huge was my first grade year, and that's when Selena passed away. And I was being brought up with the Selena culture. Selena was huge during that
Want to
time.
sing a little?
I don't sing.
Como la flor.
Right? She's unforgettable.
We can have you move right now.
So I put it all together. I think of Karen creating a remix, and I choreographed choreographed everything from all the songs that were selected. And I did like a whole montage, even like with a little card. We got a little card. It was like a gotcha. And I had a friend do the whole Selena Let Me Get Up mask and her dress, and I choreographed the way she was gonna go. Like I was just directing and choreographing without even knowing I was. You know, I guess that there was nobody was telling me like, oh, he's a choreographer, right? A choreographer, right? It was just my vision. I loved to create, and I loved to be in the shoes of a director. Like when I say I have a vision, I like to put things together, and I like to see it come to life.
And when did you realize that you had this talent? It was happening indirectly, but then when you decided that turning, this is something I want to do.
It just came. I guess it just got bigger and bigger as the more I got older, the more I realized how much I really loved doing it. Like I said, it went on through my middle school, elementary and middle school. High school, I really stopped, and I was still musically involved. I played the violin for about 10 years as well, like classically trained. So music was always with me, but in the background, me dancing, me choreographing, me creating was always there. So I knew that I could do it because if I remember correctly, we placed first in every single show, or I know that like people really liked what I was creating. They really liked what I was doing. It was something that they, like I said, resonated with. They really liked it. I got some sort of great feedback from it. So I could tell myself, okay, maybe this validity is giving me enough courage to say, I can create this, I can do this.
And what were some of your first projects after high school?
First projects, I worked a lot with, I took dance in college. I took ballet, I was training in ballet and modern dance. I took some hip-hop. When I took hip-hop, it was outside of college. It was more like workshops, going to Houston, going to Dallas, going to Austin, taking workshops with choreographers in a convention setting. So the conventions would get some of the top choreographers, and you do that for a whole weekend of just choreography and staging, and you're just learning different styles from everybody. And these are heavy hitters. Like the last one I went to, I could say was maybe 3-4 years ago. I was in Houston, and I was taking choreography classes from Beyonce's choreographer, Tinashe's choreographer, Rihanna, like huge people, and that, not that I can say that like I was just talking to them face to face, but being in the whole setting when they're teaching, and there's a huge group of dancers taking the lesson, right? Learning from them. So that's how I developed. Like I developed through a lot of like self-taught and a lot of workshops and just the content that was out there, and then getting inspired by the content.
How important is to stay active with those workshops?
Okay, it's huge. Things change. Like the world is changing like rapidly. You're not the same person you were yesterday either. I think people's visions change. People's genetically we change. So it's good to always be like in the ebb flow of things. Like go with the flow, yet do not stay stagnant. At the moment you feel like you've gone stagnant, you stop growing. It's either like evolve or die type of thing. So I feel like it's very, very important. And I think it's like the universal rule to continue to learn, review, evolve, and be in the flow of things, because who knows what's going to happen 5-10 years from now. So it's great. It's very, very important to know, because maybe what works for you doesn't work for certain people, so maybe you can find a different method. And then there's people that bring upon great ways to create, or they have different visions. Everyone's different. Everyone's mind is different. It's like, I know but I don't know type of thing. So I feel like it's great. It's very beneficial. I feel like it's like I said, like the universal rule, evolve or die.
And I think that's good advice for any person in any career.
Yes.
Always a learning process, and never to stop learning.
And be willing to be coachable. I know that some people feel like they get to a place where, okay, I think I've done enough, and I should be respected. I should acquire some sort of, dominance over somebody because I've done so much. But it's more of the student, but as a teacher, you always have to go back to being a student. Like, it's a humbling experience because things change. Things that maybe you didn't think were possible, somebody else created. Or somebody has, like I said, everyone has a different vision. We're all, that's the beauty of it, that everyone is different and everyone sees things in a different way and can create in a different way. So in order for you to find space in your heart to let that in, that it becomes a greater purpose for you and you become a better human. Like, you're more authentic, you have integrity as a professional, and yet you remain relevant. Like, that's relevancy, that's what it's about, right? Like, you want to be in this game, you want to have longevity 10, 15 years down the road, and because you continue to evolve with people in the industry, or you are coachable enough to listen. It's kind of like when I tell you something and it's either are you going to honor what I just said or you just listen to what I just said, you know? So I take that view on like, it helps me.
You mentioned your family.
Right.
In Spanish, you send a message to your mom and dad and siblings. How important has the family support been, and have you had it in your career as a dancer? Did they support you from the very beginning?
Yes, absolutely. Everything that I've done, whether it's been holding a master class and it's maybe like in the dance fitness industry, or just like holding classes for dancers, choreography classes, being a director for the RGB Vipers for 2 years, the girls that dance team, it's always been a huge support, and I feel one way, a huge part of it, parents, any kind of family member should be able to and should be willing to support the talent or just nourish it and be willing to understand that as a child, as your child, like, they are doing something of purpose, you know, instead of, yeah.
Did you grow up with both parents?
I did. And then parents separated, so it was only my mom, so I came from a single parent mom, just with my mother.
You have sisters?
I have 2 sisters, and yeah, both all my family super supportive. If I do something big that involves like holding a big event, they're always there, even my nieces and nephews. So yeah, it's great. It really is. Family support is everything. Yeah, I've been lucky enough to have that.
That's awesome.
I know you also are the choreographer to Lorete.
Yes.
Tell us about that experience. It was a big star. Everybody knows her. Worldwide with a long career. So it's an honor, I think, to work for her. What can you tell us about her?
Okay, so the way that I started with her, actually, at one point I was doing choreography or staging things for what now they call them lip syncs at school, at elementary, and this was for a private school, St. John's. It started with one group of small students 1 year, and the work just spoke for itself. Some moms started telling other moms, and the second year I had about 6 groups, and then the following year it was like 8 groups. Like, it just started to grow, just because they wanted me to stage something for their daughters, the sons, the co-ed groups, the trio, a duo, whatever, and it was all dance involved. It was all dance related. It's not like I could stage something with singing, right? But at one point I had her son. I'm on the little one. And I didn't know that until I somehow ended up putting him in the front of the group because he was the smallest. He was a small boy. All the other kids in the group were taller, so I ended up putting him point in the center, being unknowing, and I started the class. At this point I was teaching them in the gym. I was teaching them their choreography at the gym. They had already given me the song selection.
What year was this?
This was 2 years ago. Yeah. So I finished class, and then the grandmother approaches me and she tells me just like, hey, I am so and so. This is Armando is Loreta's son. I said, okay, great. Like, right?
Unexpected.
Yeah. And she tells me, I just love the way you're able, how relatable you are and how you're able to like speak to the kids and how you remain so professional with them, and they just effortlessly respond to you. They're so drawn to you, they're so inspired by you, and they seem you dance? Like, they want to dance like you. She goes, so I want you to give them some lessons over the summer. And I said, absolutely. We just exchanged information. And the summer comes by and I get a phone call. I remember really clearly, I was at the doctor's office with my mother, and she was in an appointment, and I answered the phone call, and she tells me, oh, hi, Julian, this is so-and-so, and she goes, I would like for you to do the señora Gloria Treviño would like for you to do some classes for her, and at this moment, it's like, oh, Gloria Treviño, and I'm like, what? So it didn't click until she goes, la señora Gloria Treviño para sus conciertos, and I was like, you're like, I remember, like, I'm doing this exactly the way that I was on the phone, like, questioning myself. Like, so I said, Gloria, she goes, Gloria Trevi, and I said, oh my God, I said, of course. Like, I just said, of course, not knowing exactly what I was getting into. So I accepted it, and she goes, she would love to have a class or a couple of classes with you. You can please help her out. And I said, yes. So within a day or two, contacts were exchanged. They reached out to me, her assistant reached out to me, and then I was given like directions and things like that, and I ended up being in her home studio, and I met her. Then on, it just started with, let's create choreography for the song, and we just clicked. Like, it was like, I was like, I'm thinking, I've been driving to myself, as I was driving specifically to her house, I'm like, what am I going to teach her? Like, what can, like, okay, like, what kind of person can she be? Like, is she going to be like, oh, I want to learn this, and I want to learn, like, I didn't know anything, so I didn't have anything prepared. And I said, you know what?
I never thought the possibility of it being like a scam, or were you driving confident it was her?
No, the reason that I
would call that so bad, regardless.
The reason that I went with confident was because it was coming from the grandmother. Like, she is the grandmother side from the mother of Armando, Gloria's husband. La suegra, yes. So she's the one that reached out to me. She had been in contact with me about, Armando, the good classes. So very, very professional lady, and I knew of her, and everybody from the parents at school told me that's Mrs. Abuelita, like, she's such a sweet lady. So I already had that positive reinforcement.
So how long have you been here as choreographer?
It's been since like 2 years. Going on. She did her tour when she was finishing up El Amor tour. And then she did the one with Alejandra, which I started with. Alejandra Guzman. Yeah. And then she has this one coming up, Diosa de la Noche, the new tour for the new album. So yeah, it's going on almost 3 years.
Yeah, that's awesome. So you had all these things going on, accomplishments, but have you encountered any obstacles, being her choreographer?
Absolutely not. I haven't. If she chooses to share something on social media, like with me and her, and she did. If you go back to her Instagram and even on YouTube, if you search from one of her singles from the Inmortal album, you'll see people like created like of the little clips that she would share. Like, they created the whole video of me and her dancing to the choreography so they can learn it. Because at that point, she had said, I want everybody to learn this choreo, and I want everybody to start posting it on like Instagram or Facebook and hashtagging the name of the song and the choreo, because whoever gets to win, I would bring them in for concert, things like that. So she always treats her fans, and then she shouted me out on one of the posts, and then just grew from there. Like, people reaching out to me on Instagram, DMing me, like asking if they could get a shout out, and it came with just the whole like eyes were on me too type of thing. But I had great response from people, like that they really loved the way that she was dancing, and then they were like telling her, Gloria, mira cómo se mueve tu maestro, muévete como él también, y échale más ganas, type of thing. But it was all in pure fun. And then I stopped reading messages. I didn't want to get too involved in reading like the comments. The video went viral on Facebook, and then like on a publishing magazine, Telenovelas in Mexico, like a lot of this started to bring forth more from Mexico, like more from Mexico. I started to get more attention from there, and her fans worldwide. From Brazil, from Mexico, like different places where they were reaching out to me. So she just says, if they ever send her something to tell you, just be nice, like don't, she goes, some of these beats, some of them are a little intense, and I said, okay, that's it. I've always kept it really, really cool, and actually I do have some really great relationships with some of her fans. They're really respectful, they always keep in touch with me, they always ask, I'm doing, and then they always ask, like, how's Gloria, what's coming up, and I said, you'll see some stuff pretty soon, I wish I could share more, but she's the one who she's a star, she shares it, and then I can share. Yeah, so it's been great. It's no negative feedback whatsoever, and if there was, I don't know, because I haven't read any.
Tell me, as a dancer, as an instructor, what are some of the obstacles that you encounter when trying to teach your students how to dance and do that?
Okay, so
Before we move on, say hi to Gloria, you can send her shirt.
hi, Gloria.
She's our fan. You too, Alex. Maybe one day she'll be here as a guest.
So
That'd be great.
yeah.
Sorry about that. So back to the
It's
obstacles.
okay. The obstacles. So then, for me, an obstacle is somebody who creates, and if somebody who's not able to understand what I'm trying to create. There's always, I feel like there's the power in the delivery, the way you deliver things, the way you speak to things. When you want to speak about a certain, let's just say, for example, you want to break down a certain move, a certain count, and I tell people sometimes I'll make it relatable if it's about just a move in general, a hip movement or thing. So I'm like, pretend that you're doing this and think of this, and it just comes up because you create something that they can relate it to instead of just trying to teach the group. And they're like, how do I get there? What did I just do? And these are people that are out there, that people that haven't danced or have just ability to dance, but yet they've never taken direction. So in order for you to do that, again, it goes back to the way you deliver things and the way you make things relatable to somebody. Okay, so I like to always be very patient, and not like I always have to be patient. I am a very patient person. I think that's also why it works so much, because I need to know and understand that not everybody can be at a level that I wish they could. Right? Everyone has a different background. There's people that are great at dancing, and then there's people that are great at sports. I'm great at dancing, and I don't think I'm great at sports. Maybe I am. I don't know. Again, it's just that's what I'm trying to get at. That like there's so much that universally you can be talented at it, you don't know until you find that niche, or you find somebody that like brings it out of you. So I think I like to bring it out of people, and I bring it out from her. I do push her a lot, and she likes it. She loves rigor. She loves being yeah, she does, because she's always been a star who is very she drives and showcases herself by her energy. She's very full of energy, and when I say energy, it's like crazy powerful energy with her hair. Her body movements are strong. So in order for me to create something, I needed to use that. So that's how I was able to relate with her, and that's why I worked on it. It's going to work with the people, find the strengths, work with them, and then develop the weaknesses.
Is it easier to work with adults or with children when it comes to teaching them how to dance? What do you prefer?
I think I've worked with children a lot, and nowadays working with kids is different because they have access to so much now. Like they come in like already doing moves that you thought they couldn't do. Like I have kids that are that look up to like Chris Brown or things like that, and they mimic it so well. So people, they come in and say like, can you teach me to do this? Can you teach me to do that? I'm like, yeah, I can teach you, but first let's start with the foundation, and then you can go from there. And they said, but please don't stop. Like please don't stop like viewing this. And this comes from everything that's out there. We have access to so much. So it's easy for me, I guess, to teach the kids because the kids are so involved on social media nowadays.
How long would it take us to make us two good dancers?
I don't know. I don't know your level of dancing, but then if I do, I would say with certainty how much, or depending on what you want to learn. then that's how I can go about it.
Okay, so is there like an average time frame where you try to teach someone?
Yes, I do. I always try to tell people, usually if it's small dances, like for kids, I'm not going to teach them something so intricate and hard. It needs to be something that they can do and that they can learn and they can have fun with. Because if you look at the youth nowadays, the attention span is a lot shorter than what it was years ago, you know? Please keep them interested, right? Like, how can you keep on with having them be at attention with you? So I do stay, and I know my limits. I don't teach them something that I know is going to take them so much. I teach them something that I know they're going to have fun with, and it's going to create maybe a domino effect. They're going to want to learn more and learn more, and then usually that's what it does. And if I do have a group that's very, that they're very talented, they're dancers, especially if it's like some females, like they're cheerleaders or dancers, or even males, like it's a lot easier for me to create more. So it's all goes hand in hand. Work with what you have, and if you work with something good, then yeah, it's going to be a lot easier for you to create even more. But if not, then you still make sure you create something with substance and of substance, so it can just look good and they can feel very proud of their work.
So then is it easier?
So it's easier. I think it's easier for kids. Yeah.
Interesting.
Adults,
Sorry, Isaac.
No.
And who are your role models? Like, who do you admire as a dancer?
As a dancer, and I guess if I were
And you
to,
can't say Alex or Isaac.
right. Yet I still haven't seen any of your dance. So
After the show, and then come to play baseball to see your goods.
so I know, right? So my influences, for me has always been somebody who just showcases natural ability to make even the simplest of mood look good. So I've always had a thing for J.A.R. She's such a great talent. I think Chris Brown is amazing. I think if I say Beyonce, I know people are expecting me to say Beyonce, but Beyonce has honed her craft beautifully. Like you can just see the way she is now. Like she's pretty much like she's in a league of her own, you can say. So basically, anybody that's very about putting on a show or putting on something that showcases dance in itself, and a lot of artists are catching on to that trend, putting on dancers in their music videos because guess what? Musically and visually it looks great. So for me to be that, like people that like to showcase talent.
Is there a message that you'd like to give our viewers, those who are interested in dance or who would like to take up dance? What message do you have for them?
For them to learn foundation, fundamentals, to always be a student, be willing to learn from different styles. I know that for me as my age or as where I am, I still would love to learn more of different styles, maybe ballroom, and be willing to again listen and put into practice things that people tell you to do. Again, you may have encountered somebody that has done a lot more than you and listen to some of their wisdom, and they can maybe, pass on the torch to you with words. That's how you develop. So I would just say, stay in your lane, be authentic, have integrity with your work, and be original. But most of all, be authentic with who you are, and stay with your true self. Be your true self.
And being humble.
And absolutely humble.
And lastly, what are your future goals? Where do you see yourself in 5 years, in 10 years?
Still young. I'm still young. 5 years from now, 10 years from now. Hopefully, I think nowadays in my life, I feel like I try to find a lot of gratitude where life is taking me. Whether it's through the friends that I meet, the people that I encounter, the travels that I do. So I would like to continue that. I would like to maybe even travel more and get to meet different people and learn from different people. Not necessarily just dance, but more of just learn from all these cultures, because we're all universally connected. The world is huge, but we're a little speck, and like the whole mountain of sand, and there's so much to learn and so much to see. So I think I would like just to keep my heart open to the possibility you gotta be willing. You gotta be willing to let go of where the world is taking us in this generation of digital, all digital, instead of having interaction and taking the touch with you, the memory with you, the adventure with you, because at the end of the day, when we go, that's all we take. We don't take anything else. We don't take our iWatch, we don't take our cell phone. We take the memory, we take what we captured here. So I would just like to continue.
Do you see yourself staying here in Nevada? Do you want to go to another city?
Every single one of my friends that, friends that know me deeply, wholeheartedly tell me that I'm meant for a bigger place, I'm meant for a bigger picture. Again, my heart is open to the possibility of wherever my heart takes me, wherever God decides to lead me to, I will go. There's nothing, anything that I hold on to that keeps me here. It's just like allowing myself to continue the path and be willing to enjoy the path on it as it is. So if I see myself trapped being somewhere else, absolutely, I would love to.
Well, it's been an honor to have you here on the show. You guys heard it here from Julian Garza, our dance choreographer, and it's been an honor to have you. Thank you so much.